There was an alternate title for today's stream, but I don't think Twitch is ready for it. I gotta be careful because I'm getting age restricted on non-Cloverpit videos. How did a Lego party video get age restricted? I go watch the video. You guys ever jerk your dick while you eat pussy? Yeah, honestly, probably people under the age of 18 probably shouldn't be watching that one. Or they should have to, like, I don't know, lie about their age or something. Something like that. It makes sense to me. But the alternate title was horny James Murphy be like, with you on the meat strokes and me on the bang bus, there's advantages to both. Pinball, a pinball game that makes you mad demo. Here we are. One button, one ball, hours and hours of utter agony. A pinball game that makes you mad. Demo came out today. Demo came out today, man. How is it possible that we're on 2 Jump King pinball games? Because there was another one that we played that I can't remember the name of, but that was also straight gas.
Oh, another player who saw a pinball game that makes you mad and thought, yes, that's exactly what I need right now. If you can't understand what I'm saying, it's probably not the first one.
I'm gonna put this shit in Japanese, man. I'm gonna put this shit in Japanese. Do you think that they've got the voice work in Japanese or no? Listen, if I don't know what they're saying, it might as well be in Japanese. NL, did you see the AI video of a guy point blank shooting a grandma in the chest with a t-shirt gun? I didn't, and I don't want to because I don't want to support that existing. But here's the thing. Now, in my own head, I'm I generating it. It's GI, general intelligence. I'm genuinely constructing it in my head right now. As a guy, his face is a little bit fucked up. He kind of looks like me, and he's got the t-shirt gun right through her chest, and she's going, no, no, no! And then it hits her in the chest, and it shoots her backwards with like her limbs, her arms and limbs, arms and legs, I should say, are both like parallel to the ground, and she's flying backwards. She's flying backwards at such an unbelievable speed that she's not sinking at all. It's like a line drive. And then she's hitting a concrete wall, pooh! But her arms and legs are still straight out because the impulse from the force of the t-shirt hitting her in the chest has not abated yet. And a bunch of like dust is flying off the wall. And then she kind of hangs on the wall in the spot where she impacts it for like 2 seconds. And then it's like they cranked gravity up like 10x, and she falls to the ground like faster than anything on Earth has ever fallen to the ground from that height. I should work in cartoons, man. Flippers are the X button. Both flippers on the same flipper.
This is a game made to make you mad, so I suggest you press no. Although, if it's been a long day at work, I understand.
All right, you taunted me, let's do it.
Select.
I mean, it's already, I get the idea that it's making you mad immediately because you can't read what the text is saying.
There you are. How did you manage to get in there?
The text shouldn't be doing that. You're literally trolling.
Careful. Oh.
You're trolling.
Never mind.
That's the dev in chat? Yeah, we all know. We all know it's the dev in chat, bro. The thing is, the dev's saying, like, why are you trusting the dev when the dev has told you that the game is a troll? The dev told you the game is a troll, and now the dev is saying the font's not supposed to look like that, and you're saying you have to believe him, he's the dev. Like, honestly, you must love haunted houses. You must be like, man, oh, the haunted house is scary, there's monsters in there. Dev, don't read the chat, okay? I have to read the chat, unfortunately, and it's the worst part of the job most of the time. Oh, actually, when you play something that's, like, old, it's not a problem. Because old stuff is automatically good in the eye, because it's already been canonized. Brand new stuff, you'd have to be an idiot to read chat. Because as soon as you see something brand new, they go, wait, is this just clearly inspired by this thing? Yeah, man. You look like your mom fucked your dad, but all of a sudden it's not fair for games to be like a little bit derivative or to wear their inspirations on their sleeves. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's 9:12 a.m. on a Monday. The game obviously shows you what it is immediately. It's not trying to obfuscate that, and you think you're like Columbo. Wait a minute, I think this might be inspired by Bennett Foddy. He's even Australian, man. For all we know, that might be Bennett Foddy. And the worst part is you're not even a hater. You're a hater of, like, cool stuff. When it comes to Magic the Gathering X Spider-Man collabs, you're like, let people enjoy things. All of a sudden, it's let people enjoy things. Nobody says, hey, is this just Magic the Gathering meets Spider-Man? Everyone goes, oh, I'm so pissed. All the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man stuff is sold out already. Fuck, all the scalpers are driving up the price of the Magic cards that I was gonna open and put in my closet so that I could sell them later. Fuck. Favorite idioms? I'm a big fan of, I mean, it's an idiom constructed from two idioms. It's kind of a Rickyism, it's kind of a Spoonerism. I love the straw that stirs the camel's drink. A melange of the straw that stirs the drink and the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm a big fan of the straw that stirs the camel's drink. Because the funny thing is, it's wrong, but it means the same thing as the straw that stirs the drink. It does not mean the same thing as the straw that breaks the camel's back. That's a different thing. Oh, looks like I'm a god.
Everything is green.
Oh, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Goes hard. Before crossing, a computer programmer spotted. No disrespect.
I think we've already been down here before. Are you looking for something?
I'm sorry, Dev. Welcome to the show. You could type it as many times as you want. I'm gonna read it every time and do nothing about it. You might have thought that when your game's on the stream, all of a sudden this is not the Dan Giesling channel. You're not hopping in the Discord. Around here, you benefit from NL insanity, but you also occasionally you're a victim of NL insanity, okay? And that's the promise. That's the NL promise. It's gonna be a little insane no matter what. I did see that they're making free refills illegal in the UK. There's a couple things I'd like to say. One is my favorite type of politics. Solving a problem that doesn't exist, that nobody cares about but wins you points because it's an easy thing for people who aren't smart to have an opinion on.
And then you didn't.
It's like in the whole scheme of things, it has negligible impact on literally every single citizen's life, except for the fact that they get the opportunity to argue about whether or not the law should have passed because it's so simple, which is rare oftentimes in politics. It's so simple that everybody can have an opinion on it and feels like an authoritative source while they're debating it. Secondly, I'm sorry, but I just don't believe... I don't believe there were really free refills in the UK anyway. I'm being told that Nando's maybe had them. But, you know, that's just one restaurant, even if there are like 1,500 locations. Also, Coke Zero doesn't have sugar in it. So as far as I'm concerned, Coke Zero should be exempt from the free refills ban. Also, do something about smoking, man. Like the soda. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, oh, never mind. Good job, UK. My coffee shop gives free refills for drip coffee. It's pretty sweet. Guy who calls Denny's his coffee shop. Nah, I'm just kidding. It might be a cool place. My local coffee shops. Yeah, it's my favorite thing. Oh, my local coffee shop. It's got something totally unique. They got fun names for stuff. They got something called the Moon's Over My Hammy. It's I think it's like an Eggs Benedict. There's ham involved, I'm pretty sure. I think there's ham involved somewhere. That's Denny's. Wait, you got my local coffee shop where you are too? They closed every Starbucks within a 5-mile radius of me. Oh, sorry, I'm getting political already. First the sugar tax and then this. Is it because the Starbucks is near you tried to unionize? It seems to be that seems to be the trend. They'll do some quarterly guidance that's like, oh, we're gonna close some unprofitable stores. Yeah, we're gonna close some unprofitable ones that just happen to not be making any money. And we'll also be opening some new ones. We'll be opening some new ones fairly close to the ones that just shut down. And it has nothing to do with the fact that like 6 out of the 7, wish I'd chosen different numbers now, are also the ones who have unionized. But no big deal. They closed down like half the Starbucks in Ottawa, no idea why. I got an idea. I don't have any, without knowing the specifics of those locations and what's going on in your city, I can't confidently assert it. But definitely the ones that They announced like 7 or something were closing in Vancouver, and all but one of them were ones that had like recently unionized, which they've also done here before. Here's a more likely theory: their coffee sucks. No, but like, because their coffee is bad, that's why so many people drink it.
Did you mean?
Also, I don't mean to defend Starbucks at all, but it is one of the places now where you can still get a coffee that's so big that the UK is trying to make it illegal. That's the one thing I'll say about Starbucks. I go to local coffee shops now, and it's great, and the coffee's awesome. The only thing is, you order like a large, and then it comes out in a cup that's about that big. And that's because it's real coffee. It's not like compost runoff with brown food coloring in it, but Austin Powers coffee. Low key though, I've always wanted one of the pitchers that he pours the shit out of. It looks so like Don Norman coated. The glass one with like the really long spout. I think coffee would hit so good poured out of one of those. That's Austin Powers 3. Yeah, you got that one. See, you're knowers, man. It's 2. I just watched it last week. Shit, you might be right. I've lost all confidence. It's 3. It's the one where he does the shadow bit. They do the shadow bit in all of them. Not this again. I can't do it again. 2 is the shadow bit. They do the shadow bit in all of them. Is 2 the one with the Irish guy? Close. That's 1. Shadow bit is from 2. The shadow bit is from 2 and 3. I think it might also be in 1, but it's definitely from 2 and 3. Is 1 the one with Fat Bastard? You couldn't be more wrong. That's 2 and 3. Mini-Me's in 1. Nope, Mini-Me is in 2. He's in 2 Austin Powers movies. The 2nd and the 3rd. Heather Graham is hot. True. No doubt about it. She played Felicity Shagwell. We're not being perverts. She's an actress. It's a gentleman boner situation. It's not a depraved boner situation. It's a gentleman boner situation. First R-rated movie you saw? I honestly have no idea. It was probably when I was like 6, but I didn't have those parents that were like, yeah, you could just watch like Goodfellas, just don't bother us. But definitely my parents, and I'm very grateful for this. If there was like an R-rated drama or something that they wanted to watch, and they thought that it was like not way over the line for me, they would let me watch it when I was like, 9, 10 years old. I'm trying to think. I won't say this is my first R-rated movie, but I definitely saw The Postman with Kevin Costner when my parents rented it. PG? Should be R. I think you see Kevin Costner's cock. But that's why, to be honest with you, I'm stunned at the people who are like, I find it awkward to watch a sex scene with my parents. I mean, I would find it awkward to watch it with your parents. Actually, you know what? It would probably be normal to watch it with your parents. If I saw a movie in the movie theater and there was a sex scene, I don't know who the fuck's in the theater. I've never met your parents. They might be sitting behind me. I have no idea. I don't mind seeing a sex scene in a Hollywood movie with my parents at all, man. Would you watch The Substance with your parents? Yes. I don't understand why that would be a rebellious take to watch The Substance with your parents. It's icky? Yeah, they fucking wiped my ass 3,000 times when I was a kid, man. They wiped the shit out of my ass. I probably shit on them. And I'm gonna be like, oh, the movie's a little gross. Buddy, I shit on them. I threw up on them. I shit my pants until I was like, a year and a half old or whenever the fuck I got potty trained. They can deal with it. I did not say until a year and a half ago, okay? If I shit my pants in the last year and a half, I'd clean it up myself. Especially probably from like the age of 12 onwards. On Friday night, almost every weekend, we would go to Jumbo Video, which was like Canadian Blockbuster until Canada got Blockbusters, which was like 4 years before Netflix eradicated them from the surface of the earth.
Consider it.
Well, we would go to Jumbo Video and we would rent 3 movies. I would pick one, my mom would pick one, and my dad would pick one. And I would always pick like some shit that I read about online. I'd be like, yeah, I don't know, it just looks good. It's not like I've read 100 reviews of Bubba Hotep or anything. I don't know, it just looks interesting. Whoa, this guy's like an Elvis guy on the cover or whatever. I have to pretend like I didn't know what I was doing for some reason. And then my mom would pick like, something maybe she saw was well reviewed on TV. She would pick something like, they're like A Beautiful Mind or something like that. And 100% of the time, my dad would be like, What do you think about this one? And it would be like some Mel Gibson cop movie. But like after Mel Gibson was canceled. And I'm like, I don't know. I think he hasn't really been in a lot of great projects lately. He's kind of, I don't know, I'm just a little pessimistic that this movie's actually going to be good, given the type of fellows that Mel Gibson's been hanging with lately. This is before he was the Secretary of Movies or whatever. Obviously, he's had a big come up since then. Plus, he was in Daddy's Home too, I think. How do you feel about the NHL season? It's our year, no matter what team you root for. Also, I still think, I know the problems with ice and heat. I still think we gotta do something. The fall, I'm realizing, now that I'm watching more sports, the fall is too good for sports, man. There's hockey. Basketball starts in like 2 weeks. The NFL is a third of the way through the season. Baseball playoffs are on. The WNBA finals are on. People are watching golf, apparently. I don't really know why, but people are watching golf. They should, as much as I have to give some respect to the NHL because it's my favorite sport, or hockey's my favorite sport, and they're the big league, I still feel like it would be smart if the NHL kind of moved out of the way, man. If the NHL said, you know what? We can't compete. We lost. We lost to the NBA. They were like fairly close for a bit 30 years ago, but we lost the battle by doing absolutely nothing. Give them the fall, give them the winter, start NHL hockey started in February. How can they do the ice sport in the summer? Because it's 2025. You're eating ice cream like in the middle of summer. All of a sudden it's impossible to just keep like a little bit of ice frozen? Yeah, I don't think so. We have refrigerators. Sorry, I'm not trying to do a North America versus Europe thing again. I'm not trying to do a North America versus Europe thing again, but we have the technology here in order to keep things cool even in hot weather. No ice things in the summer? Okay, sorry, popsicles are a winter food now. Popsicles are a winter food. Ice cream's winter food. Freezies are winter foods now. No. Oh, eating something cold in the summer? Are you insane? It's hot outside, man. Think about how refreshing it would be on a hot summer day to walk into an NHL stadium. Oh, are you saying Europeans don't play hockey? No, I'm saying they have small fridges, bro. You got to keep up with the required reading from last week. The fridge that you have in your kitchen looks like the fridge that the average American has in their garage, okay? And I'm not saying anything by that, but like, it's crazy to me that after saying something like that, rather than say what you should say, which is, no, we don't, you actually play on my terms. You play on my terms and say, that's because we eat fresh food that doesn't have to go in the fucking fridge. Actually, having a worse thing is better than having a better thing. The hell are you talking about, man? At least keep up with the librarian content, man. Why would I need a big fridge? You ever see Mr. Chai City?
If you have an assortment of drinks in your fridge, it's gonna open up the world. Women are gonna come over here, they're gonna be comfortable. I know it sounds silly, but I want y'all to feel me on this right now. Nah, I know a lot of y'all like, come on, man, why you got nothing but drinks in your shit? Why you ain't got no food? I'm gonna tell you why. See, when different women come over, different women like different things, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So like, for the mature, this real talk, for the mature chick, you know, over 30, who still drinks juice, you hit her with the Mystic. They always get Mystics. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Then the Snapples, that's for like the suburban chicks. You know, they come over here, they be like, oh my God, Chai City, like, do you have anything to drink? And then I'm like, yeah, Becky, I got fucking Snapples off. Oh my God, you have so many flavors. This is crazy. I don't even know which one to take.
What if you had a lady coming over and you don't know whether she wants... And also, they've invented so many more drinks since that Mr. Chai City video came out. Back then, it was like water, maybe beer, pre-mixed cocktails, juice, and soda. Now, you know, sparkling water, kombucha, kefir, alkaline water, and shit like that. Like, Mr. Chai City's probably rocking a bigger fridge, too, if I had to guess. Condiments, too. I'm gonna revolutionize... Fuck, I shouldn't even say this one out loud. Okay, I know that mustard and ketchup and relish don't only go on hot dogs. But it seems like we want to have hot dogs like once a year. And I'm always like, oh, we need the mustard, we need the ketchup, we need the relish. Okay? Though I'm buying a big bottle because they only sell it in big bottles. What if in the 12 pack, they put like those little soy sauce containers, the single-use packets of the condiments. What if they put like 3 or 4 of each condiment in the hot dog pack? So instead of buying a whole bottle when the summer starts, because you're like, we'll do a lot of barbecues, and then maybe you don't do a lot of barbecues because people are busy, they should just put the single-use ones inside of the hot dogs, man. Not in the meat itself or what's left of it, but in the wrapper. That's a damn good idea, man. More single-use items, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, bring your aluminum reusable mustard holster to the mustard brewery, and you can get a growler fill. Hey, can I get a pint of mustard? No, I brought my own. And then they always do the fucking... they do the smell test to see if you're a complete degen. Yeah, can I get some of the stone ground mustard in my aluminum mustard holder? Fucking virtue signaler. You're buying hot dogs, bro. What are you talking about plastic? You're eating plastic. You know what I saw for the first time in a long time? Speaking of slightly more environmentally friendly solutions that are way grosser than the environmentally destructive option. The bathroom with the paper towel that isn't paper towel. It's one towel that just spins around. So like you dry your hands on it and then you pull it and the dampness that you dried on gets sucked into the machine somewhere. Who knows what the fuck happens to it? And then like a fresh pre-damped towel gets spat out. The perpetual towel, man. I thought it didn't exist. I thought maybe it would be like a health code violation or something, but there's one place. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to put them on blast, but there's one place. Also, librarian, are you here? You don't have to respond with like an essay. You can just give me like a proof of life. I have a sad miniature anecdote for you. Proof of life. Pee pee poo poo. There you go. I'm taking Sing Sing off the NL recommended Vancouver restaurants list. I don't know if someone's been keeping up on the database. I'm taking Sing Sing off. This is the 3rd time I've been. First 2 times were really good. This time, my pho was really good still. Kate's was not good. I think they fucked up the broth. It had no flavor. Service was really bad. Took us 15 minutes to get our order taken to begin with. And also, I ordered a Diet Coke and it never showed up. And it was loud. I don't know, like, I feel like the restaurant was designed to be loud. Like, it's all hard surfaces and the ceilings are like 30 feet up in the air. So as soon as you walk in, it was like being on the inside of a drum. I was like, nah, it's too much, man. Why didn't you just tell them about the Diet Coke? Well, A, that would require us to have had a server that ever came to our table. And they were busy, don't get me wrong, but like, just like, I don't know, that's not my problem that your restaurant's popular. Hire another server. It's literally, this is not my business at all, to be honest with you, whether or not you're busy. I'm happy for you. You're so busy, you're making a lot of money. You should be able to hire one more server. But also, I kind of go, when I don't get something like that at a restaurant, I kind of, I go Milton mode. Rather than solve the problem, I go full on, like, well, I guess I'll just never come here again. I did not say I would burn the restaurant down. I'm a Lyft driver. I'd rather 1-star a bad rider after they're out than tell them they're annoying me. 100%. Now, I'm not gonna give Sing Sing a 1-star. That's disingenuous. All I said is I'm removing it from my recommended list, which may or may not even exist, but you know what that means. I'm not saying don't go to that restaurant. I'm saying don't go to that restaurant if you expect to get the drinks you ordered.
Did you mean to do that? Bold strategy.
I will say, so by the way, as a Lyft driver, I'm taking your side, even though it might sound like I'm not at the first blush here. Anybody who's taken Lyft or Uber has probably had an insane Uber or Lyft driver. Driving like they want to get in a car accident, scrolling through YouTube shorts the entire time. A very common archetype is guy who asks how you're doing today, just so that he can somehow find a pretense to tell you about his conspiracy theory about either aliens or like QAnon or something like that. And that's not just an Uber thing, like that existed with taxis as well. Like taxi drivers have to have the highest incidence rate of believing that there are like aliens walking among us of any profession on the planet. But it's so much easier to be a bad Uber driver than it is to be a bad Uber passenger, man. Like as an Uber driver, you're driving. Like you control your own driving, but you don't control like the traffic. You don't control how long it's going to take you to get there. You don't control the other drivers. But like how do you have a bad experience as a passenger? I guess like me throwing up in the back of the Uber probably got us a 1 star, but I'm sitting on 4.93. I'm sitting on 4.93 because that was on Apollo's. That's right. That's funny. Isn't it the rider's fault for agreeing with the driver's delusion? I'm just trying to get to my ear flushing appointment, man. I'm not trying to start a fight with the guy who's driving at like 80 kilometers an hour and could just kill both of us if he gets pissed off. I don't know what the fuck the dude's on. Like, I'm just trying to get to the hearing clinic, man. Airplane or train? I'm so, like, I can see right through you. You're mad about the fridge thing. You're European. I'm going to say train because literally you're asking me, like, what's a bigger number, 5 or 1? And then you're going to be like, well, why doesn't your country have them? Okay, so I've already pre-moved you. So can you just apologize for being so transparent about it? No one would ever say airplane versus train if it was apples to apples. The thing is, would I rather take a train from Vancouver to fucking London, or would I rather take an airplane? I would rather take a plane that takes 10 hours than take a train that takes like 47 hours or something. So like, there's different strokes for different folks, man. With you on the meat strokes and me on the bang bus, there's advantages to each. So by the way, my kid has been listening to a lot of this artist called Bongo Cat, who I'm pretty sure is, they just do AI generated cat, like meow versions of popular songs. And it's all right because she's 5. Like, it's not like it's depriving her of listening to like Radiohead or whatever. But there's one problem. One of the songs is Enemy by Imagine Dragons, but I genuinely only know the Jerma words. So she is now singing it Jerma style because I don't know the real words to the song. So she's, every time it comes on, she's going, every single person is my enemy. Every single person wants to be my enemy. That's so good. I only realized it once it was too late because their brains are so spongy that it's like, as soon as you say it, it's in there. Perceived aura loss for grown man riding on the back of a shopping cart. I'm all for whimsy, but yes, if you're out of college, there's aura loss for being a grown man riding on the back of a shopping cart. I wish there wasn't because it is fun, but there is. And I mean, here's the thing: you can do it. There's just aura loss. If you have enough aura, you can tank the aura loss. If you're kind of aura deficient, you might want to think twice. I didn't say having fun is illegal. I said there's a price to pay, and the price is you lose a little bit of aura. What about if you're a woman? This bit is going to sound misogynist until you realize that actually it's a bit from a lens of feminism. It's more aura loss for a woman to ride on the shopping cart. And the reason is society hates silly women even more than silly men. And if you're going to say that's ridiculous, all I need to do is point to Exhibit A, Kelsey Plum eating popcorn at that NBA game. They wanted her dead, man. She was having threats on her life just for eating the popcorn funny and then going... You're wrong, Zoe Deschanel. Are you a time-traveling Redditor from like 2009, man? What are you talking about, Zoe Deschanel, bro? 500 Days of Summer came out like 17 years ago. This is like Dan's chat. Anytime they see something they don't like, they're like, that looks like a guy who drinks only IPAs. It's like they're still fighting the last war, man. That war ended like 7-8 years ago. You're in danger of anchoring your experience on a culture that no longer exists, man. As an East Coaster, all my friends hate IPAs. I don't mind if you hate IPAs. What I think is silly is if part of the reason you hate IPAs is because you have the perception that everybody else loves them, or that people only love them to seem cool. Which is like, if that was ever valid, it was valid for like a year between 2017 and 2018. Which is why it's like the same thing whenever you see someone in Twitch chat call someone else a hipster, and you're like, you're still fighting the hipster thing? Are you still saying stuff like only 90s kids will get this? Are you like, these are antediluvian internet fodder for flame wars, man. This is like that battle's been over for a long time. Who won? Nobody won. It's like the end of the Matrix. Who won? The Neo or the machines? Well, they stopped the assault on Zion, so obviously man won, but the machines also got Neo to fucking stop. So obviously the machines won. Same thing. Did the hipsters win? No, man, the hipsters didn't win. But did the normies win? No, because now they're all dressing like hipsters. There's an amalgamation that has taken place. Now everybody's wearing flannel, and all the people who were making fun of mustaches have a little bit of a mustache going on. Fedora stays timeless. Low-key, we need more hats for men. I know I touched on this last week, but I'm doubling down on it this week because we need a solution. The only acceptable hats for men that don't get made fun of are baseball hats and toques, aka beanies. But the thing is, I can wear a baseball hat, but I can't wear a beanie. A beanie makes me look like Joe Pesci from Home Alone. So I would love to throw another couple of types of hat into the mix just for like fashion choices, but they all have a certain, they're viewed through a cultural lens, let's put it that way. Fedora is just like, someone way cooler than me has to kickstart the fedora train if fedoras are ever going to come back. I can't be number one. And then the British Peaky Blinders cap is like, it might actually be, if I may say so, and this is a bold statement, it might actually be lower on the totem pole than the fedora right now. Because at least the fedora is so obviously washed that wearing it is like almost ironic. It's almost like you can't possibly know that it's cool. So as a result, you're wearing it in a self-aware fashion. Whereas the Peaky Blinders hat or like the British cabbie hat is like, there's a chance that you might be like, this is awesome, which is more cringe. But then what are the other hats, man? Big like fluffy de-luffy straw hat? I don't know. I'm not wearing the conical hat you're suggesting. It's kind of, listen, I'm not fully up on the nuance of the conical hat. You know the one I'm talking about? But it is crazy to me that like at Epcot, people are wearing that hat. I know they sell it in the China pavilion at Epcot, but I kind of can't believe that people are buying it and wearing it at Epcot. I mean, it's not for me to say whether or not it's okay for a guy like me to wear that hat. I just don't feel comfortable doing it.
And then you didn't. Oh, remarkable.
Wait and see how like Justin Trudeau shakes out on that one, and then maybe he leads, I follow, man. He leads, I follow. Are you mad? £3.50. Are you mad? British TV be like, are you all right? Cheers. It's 8:30 and you're watching Sue. Don't rattle the telly dial. You mean Lorraine? Yeah, but I have to, parody it by choosing a different name. Now, to be fair, a lot of American shows are also named after ladies who happen to be hosting the show, but the difference between the US and the UK is that in the US, it's an unspoken truth that nobody watches them. I've never met a real human being that watches the Drew Barrymore show or the Kelly Clarkson show or any shit like that. People watch Reba. Reba's different. Reba's a sitcom. It's not a daytime show where they teach you how to make like paella once or something like that.
It's a new speed run strategy.
Like, bro, it's 10:30 a.m. on a weekday. I'm not trying to cook paella. I have strep throat. How about some fucking drinks I can make at home that can alleviate the symptoms of strep throat? That's why I'm watching this shit. I'm not out here trying to make like a vegan beef Wellington. It's like 11:15 on a Wednesday, bro. I'm sick. I'm literally skipping math class because I have influenza type A right now. You're right. It is for retired people, I guess. You ever realize like there's like a whole other world out there of like retired people? Take a day off on a day that's not a holiday and like go to a business. There's a whole part of society that like you don't see all the time, man. They're holding up the whole economy? No, they're not, bro. They're arguing with the server at Tim Hortons to try to get like 50 cents off their coffee. I'm not damning them all. That's not all of them, but It's the only people I've ever seen like argue about the price at an obvious like chain restaurant or franchise location. Like the person that's working the cash register is in control of the Tim Hortons coffee price across the whole country. God, I would love to be fucking shopping once and Galen Weston is in there filming some shit from Undercover Boss or something like that. Canadian Undercover Boss. Surreptitious manager type shit. God, I would. Hey, are you Galen Weston? God, I've been rehearsing the interaction in my head for like 15 years. Would you rather make out with a male or a female version of yourself, but they're both bald? This seems like it's a trick question. I would rather make out with a female version of myself. And you might say why, as because I'm attracted to women. Unfortunately, it's true. Unfortunately, I'm straight. I know. It's actually fortunate for me that I'm straight, because I don't think I have, I mean, I've said it before. I think like being a straight man when it comes to like your appearance is like playing casual. And my hunch is that being a gay man is kind of like playing ranked, because everybody's like really trying. And like there's some people that are like try-harding and casual, don't get me wrong, but there's also some people that are just kind of like, nothing else to do, I'll just show up. You'd probably have to shave your legs. I don't think so. I think I'd be a top, but I don't know. Is there a bratty top? Bratty bottom makes a lot of sense, but is there a bratty top, or is that a previously undiscovered? It's like a hypothesized but unobserved up to this point. Of course there is. Okay. You need gay lessons? I don't think so. I think I'm pretty up on it compared to like the average, maybe not the average like internet denizen, but the average like person, yeah, my age. I think I'm fairly well versed, man. I probably know more about gayness than some gay guys, to be honest with you. Because the thing is, like, if it doesn't come to you naturally, you have to work at it. It's like why Wayne Gretzky was a bad coach. He doesn't know how to teach people to do it because he's just always had it like within him. Me, I had to actually like take lessons because he's Canadian. Do you watch the news, buddy? Wayne Gretzky is not Canadian. He got spat out in Canada, but we don't claim him anymore. Just put it this way, the bro is pooping in gold toilets. I think I know where he lives. I didn't say he was a meat rider. You said he's a meat rider. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with being a meat rider, unless you look at whose dude's meat he's riding, and then there's something obviously wrong with it, like he's crazy. But were you good at physics in school? I can't believe we still have chatters like this in 2025, man.
Hey NL, did you take physics? Faint Bunny, I dead ass. Two things. First off, I thought I banned you yesterday. 100% simple as. Secondly, I did want to ask if you were okay, because after you got timed out twice, I saw you spam like 100 times. Hey NL, can you help me? I think using Instagram too much has made me parasocial about strangers' lives. And I was like, damn, this person's really going through it. Maybe I shouldn't have banned them. Then the first message you dropped today, hey NL, have you ever taken a physics class? I should have banned your ass yesterday.
It's basically like you're going to like a golf course and someone's not good at golfing and you're like, wow, you must have been bad at physics at school. You mean the school I graduated from 20 fucking years ago? That ancient history? You're asking me some shit about the Rosetta Stone just because I stuttered, bro. That shit is in distant memory. That shit is not real. 12th grade physics. Of course we fucking good. How could you not be good at 12th grade physics? They literally give you the answers, bro. You're not Isaac Newton. They're like, here's how shit works. Here's the formula. Here's the numbers. Now, what's the result? And you're like, wow, I'm really smart. I took the fucking numbers that the teacher gave me, put them into the formula that the teacher gave me, and got the right answer. I must be some kind of fucking genius. I must be amazing at pinball. What the fuck are you talking about? It's designed to be aced, bro. They want you to do well. You're not beefing with your teacher. Your teacher's not your op, bro. As soon as you leave the class, they do not think about you. Your graduating class was not special. Your graduating class occupies the same amount of memory as the graduating class that came before and the graduating class that came after. There's kids that were in like kindergarten when you graduated from high school that mean the same to your high school physics teacher that you do, even though you thought you had like a special sort of rapport going on. And now you're in my chat, causing my blood pressure to spike. Maybe go back to civics class. Wrap it up. Okay. I did say I was a Joey guy, Yeti, I did. But that doesn't mean I'm a Team Desire over Team Blood on the tracks. That's sacrilege. However, I do think Joey gets an unfair rap. Because people are like, okay, oh, my problem with Joey, the song's 11 minutes long. Yeah. Oh, this song's so good. Yeah, and what big portion sizes too, type shit. Okay. Secondly, the real Joey wasn't a good guy. I don't care. He died like 40 years before I was born. The song fucking goes. I deadass. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't care, because that's not. I would rather that the namesake from the Bob Dylan song Joey was actually kind of like a folk hero the way Dylan is painting him. But like, to be honest, it's not much of my business. What time is it? Said the judge to Joey when they met. 5 to 10, said Joey. Judge said, that's exactly what you get. Oh, dirty ass lie. The judge shouldn't be saying churlish shit like that, man. Also, what if Joey said, 9:55? What if Joey was like, it's 9:55, Your Honor? The judge would have been like, what, shit. Could you rephrase it? 955 years? That's like that ancient video of I feel like this is like my least favorite video I've ever seen. But the fake rich guy who would go to restaurants. Now he is not like playing a character of a guy who's rich. He is trying to sell courses for how to get as rich as he is.
When the check comes, I'm gonna ask him, what do you think I should tip you? I'll tip him literally whatever he says.
Alrighty.
Jimmy,
Thank you both very much for coming in.
let me ask you a question, my friend.
Yes.
What do you want as a tip?
What do I want? Well, I mean, of course you got the obnoxious answer, which is like $1 million, right? But whatever you think my service was worth. I'm not the one to determine that.
Or whatever I want.
Whatever you would like, yeah.
Alrighty.
What's he getting?
Well, he almost got $1 million. He said, I could give you the obnoxious answer, which is $1 million, but I won't. I'll let you decide, which cost him, in this case, $999,900. Ask for what you want and expect to get it.
And he filmed himself with the waiter, and he was like, check this out. I'm gonna ask the waiter what tip he deserves, and whatever he says, I'm gonna give it to him. So then he, like a Ty Lopez phenotype, exactly. But it's not Ty Lopez, because he's currently under investigation for the sporting goods store, right? But anyway, so the waiter came over, he said, hey, what kind of tip do you think you deserve? And the waiter went, well, I don't know. Do you feel like my service was good? I'm paraphrasing now. But basically he was like, I don't know. I think like 25%. And the guy went, 25%, huh? Okay, sure. All right, thank you. And then he wrote 25% on the receipt. And he was like, see, that's his problem. If he had just said $1 million, I would have given him $1 million. But he said 25% because he doesn't believe that he deserves to be wealthy. And I was like, oh my God. Fuck you. And anybody it's probably like 11-year-old kids watching that going like, so true, so true. If I ever work at a restaurant and some guy comes in and asks how much my tip should be, I'm going to say $1 billion. Like, it's just so sad, man. Holy shit, you found it, man. That's crazy. I must, instead of giving you praise, I'm going to praise myself. I must be amazing at describing things. Wow, nobody describes things as well as I do.
Had it, and then you didn't. Oh,
I mean, yeah, you searched it, but really all you did was like type in my description. I'm like one of the best describers of all time.
Is all progress truly?
Please, my whole shift has been this part of the game. Not a lot of people coming into the trauma ward of the hospital right now, huh? Not a lot of emergency cranial surgery patients on the schedule today. That's good. You're right. That's good. That's good. Honestly, I think all doctors should be out of work because I think nobody should ever get sick or hurt. In a truly healthy society, we wouldn't need doctors because everyone would already be perfectly healthy. That's why I hate doctors. Playing any spooky games this month? Only thing spooky about October is my blood sugar, because I'm going to be eating a lot of candy and chocolate. I think I previously, by the way, I think my previous ranking, my tier list of months of the year, I think I need to revisit it now that I'm a grown-up instead of like 33. Because October actually might be one of the best months of the year. It's certainly the best month of the fall, but I think it has a case to be up there with the late spring, early summer months. Halloween, cooler weather, Canadian Thanksgiving, sports. What do you want me to say? October's good, man. October's good. May is great. May is a great month. May is kind of like the October, like October is like, hey, I'll copy your homework. I just won't make it too obvious, but it clears November. Listen, my birthday's in November. November's worse than October. It's colder. Here, it's a lot rainier. Like, I like it when the weather gets colder. I don't really like when it gets cold. I want the weather to be colder than summer. I don't want it to be as cold as winter. No, November is not bottom tier, and the reason it's not bottom tier is because January and February exist. In order for us to start negotiations, we have to start with objective facts that are non-negotiable, which is that January and February are the bottom 2 months. How does December fit in? December is the best winter month. It's the warmest. It has the holidays. You get time off from work, time off from school, cozy vibes, Christmas movies. Christmas movies fun. Christmas music, not so much, but still. December, I would feel comfortable putting December in the top 4 months of the year. I think it's October, December, May, June, if I had to choose. March is good for the same reasons that January sucks. January, you're coming off of a high, and then immediately, shit weather, vacation is now over, all the annual shit that I have to do that I did last year, immediately I have to have it back on my to-do list again, because it's now a new year. March is like, oh my God, we're finally leaving. Usually you get false spring. We're like, oh my God, we're leaving the winter. And then eventually it snows in April again, but you're leaving a low, which makes the middenness feel high. God, I hate January. It is my wife's birthday, so there's some positive stuff going on, but her parents screwed that one up.
Did you mean to
should have just held it in for a couple
strategy.
more months. I honestly, it's not the right year to revisit my tier list, because I think previously when my kid was in daycare, I ranked summer too high. Obligatory, I love my child, but then summer vacation, now that she's in real school, fucks up everything. It fucks everything up. I think I was summer's good, late nights, ice cream, having some beers at a barbecue, and now I'm I don't drink, my kid's in school, I eat ice cream year round, and it's too fucking hot. It's in 18 months, I've become a completely different person. Now I'm not fucking with the summer anymore. I was laughing. Kate, are you in chat? I've been thinking about this all day, and I'm not sore about it, but it is really funny. So my parents moved to Vancouver, and they've been staying with us for a couple of weeks while their place was getting ready and they were starting to move in. But yesterday was the day where they did the move, essentially. I.e., last night they slept in their new place instead of sleeping in our house. So we drove them to their new place, and they have a cat. It's very friendly, but he was a little bit freaked out because he doesn't know what the hell's going on, right? He's already been on an airplane in the past 2 weeks, and then he lived in a house that was not his house for a while, and now he's moving to another house that obviously isn't his house, but it has his old things in it. So he was tweaking a little bit, which is understandable. But when we were driving my parents and their cat to their new place, my dad was babying the cat the whole time. He was like, it's okay. No, we'll be there soon. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Don't worry. You're such a good boy. It was very sweet. But then I was I don't think, my dad was a good dad, don't get me wrong. But he never talked to me like that when I was a little kid at all. It struck me that if it had been me, age 5 in the carrier, whimpering, he would have been what are you whimpering for? You're in the car. We're gonna be there. Don't even worry. Can you stop? You're distracting me while I'm driving. But with the cat, it's he doesn't know what's going on. He's a sweet boy. He's a sweet boy. It didn't bother me. I wasn't like, damn, my dad doesn't love me. But I was like, I was like, there's a double standard here, man. There's a double standard. You sound bothered? I was not bothered. It's merely an observation. I guess there is an element, you know, still the culture when I was a kid was like, well, we gotta toughen this kid up. He's 12 years old. He's talking about, Mama, can we rent the 400 blows tonight? We gotta toughen this kid up. With the cat, it's not like the cat's never gonna have to like run their own contracting business or something like that. So we don't really, we're not holding them to like the same standard or whatever. How is that fair? Why are you trying to get me to have beef with my little brother, bro? That's family right there. Nudist planes, think about it. So you're saying because of the loss of weight of clothing, they could afford to carry the cans. Here's the thing, though. I don't think Americans would ever go for nudist planes. They already wear pajamas on the airplane. I don't think they'd want to have to dress up. When all my dying dancing is through, I'll run to you. Gang, gang, gang. You know what I'm talking about? Rocker Trump approved. Rocker Trump, Chibli, rock on. I don't really like that prog stuff, Chibli. I don't like it. The songs are too long. I'm more of a J Geils. Have you ever heard of the fabulous J Geils? His music is fabulous. You wonder what happened to... We all have that classmate, that so-called angel, Chibli. We all have her. We all dreamed that one day she would be nude in a magazine, Chibli. That was everybody's dream, remember? Remember that? When we went to high school in the early 1970s, I think. We all dreamed about it, Chibli. I don't really like the prog stuff. Little long for me. King Crimson. Why is he a rocker? I don't get it. It's a glimpse into another universe where instead of being like the president, he's just like a guy, which makes it a lot funnier. It's like a vision of like a different world. Like if things had just, like if he just like he wasn't getting along with his dad. I don't want to run. He sounds like that even as a teenager. This is teenage Trump. He's still got the hair. Teenage Trump. I don't want to be a real estate developer, Dad. I don't want to inherit. I don't want to inherit 8 apartment buildings at age 15. I don't want it. I want to rock, Chibli. I want to play the drums. I want to learn to play the guitar, Chibli, Dad. I want to learn to play them drums. Look at that mama, she got it. Stick it in the camera, Chibli. Wish we could have some. Basically, the Chibli Trump impression, I say this as someone who's stolen it, is a lot like the movie Crank, where if you go 2 sentences without saying the word Chibli, you lose the impression. So every once in a while, you have to pepper in a Chibli just to like reset the stagger meter. Too strong. Too strong? No, just strong enough. Ah! Turtle sex noise? That's what I say. Isn't that the guy in Game Grumps? Turtle sex noise? Sorry, I had to audible the joke halfway through when I saw how the defense was lined up. Are you happy with your lottery in life? Thank you for reminding me. This shit pissing me off. From the Daily Hive. Canadian wins massive prize after only a few weeks of playing the lottery. This fucking should have been me, man. This should have been me. I had the article loaded up. I completely forgot about it. A man from Quebec was shocked to learn that he hit the jackpot after only a few weeks of playing the lottery. Blah, 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 blah. 3 people managed to match all 6 numbers to score the $5 million prize. They each take home a prize worth $1.7 million. Michaud's winning ticket was only his 3rd ever Lotto 649 ticket, which he bought on the Lotto Quebec app. Fuck you. That should have been me. It should have been me. With Canadian taxes, they bring home $4 grand. Mods, show them the Canadian tax provisions about lottery winnings. It sounds like the taxes would be expensive. There's no taxes, Dewey. It sounds hard to win the lottery, though. It's the easiest thing to do. Have you done it yet? Well, I literally won the lottery the same day this scrub did. I don't want to brag, I actually won it twice. I won free ticket and the extra. So literally that's $1 in my pocket, little man. And by $1, I mean, well, it is $1, but I'm gonna use it to buy the extra on the free ticket. I'm kind of going infinite, to be honest with you. It's just that to go infinite does require occasionally making another deposit to keep the tickets coming. But I mean, one jackpot and we're way in the green. Even like the fake jackpot, that's only like, you know, you match like 5 numbers, that would still probably put me in a pretty good spot. I did see Gavin Newsome on Fortnite Friday. Connor, I don't know, sometimes you're in chat. You're kind of like the #1 citizen journalist on Twitch. It's kind of insane.
I still want my Snoop skin, which I cannot find.
You didn't get it,
for some reason. We don't have any money. I didn't put it in I don't have any cash. So I can't.
I pay my taxes. I don't know, like, you should like have a little bit.
I know I should have something. But I see if I have my kid's account, I'd be on like level 87 or so. I don't know what the hell level.
Wait, so you do play like somewhat often?
No, not really. But I've watched a few concerts, which I appreciate.
You watched the Fortnite concerts?
Yeah, I've watched a few Fortnite concerts over the years. When was the first one? How many years ago was that?
Travis Scott, dude. That was like during COVID, right?
It was during COVID.
He was just on the show. I thought for sure. I mean, I know Connor's got shooters. I thought maybe it would be like an impersonator or something. I thought it might be like somebody who's pretending to be Gavin Newsom, but no, it was Gavin Newsom. I was watching on mute, so I didn't really learn that much. But I'll tell you one thing I did learn: Gavin Newsom, not that good at Fortnite. Might surprise you. See, he's not. He doesn't have the OG Skull Trooper skin, I'll tell you that much. That's the trash talk. You need to go back to word games. Physics games aren't your forte. True. Sorry, I got a little bit above my station trying to play a video game with physics in it. Gavin would have done it by now? Dude, Gavin wouldn't even res Connor when he picked up his reboot card. He's not a team player, man. L. That's an L for Gavin. He didn't? I made it up. I only saw like 2 minutes. I was just impressed that it was happening, to be honest.
I think we've already been down here before.
Chances of seeing this again? 100% when it comes out. Which is... very soon. Really big shoe. Really big shoe. Very soon. Dude, can I say something? And this is... I'm being genuine with this. You know me, I love all video games. I'm just that kind of guy. Equal opportunity gamer. I love a game that just has one button, but it has different strategies of what you can do with that button. I feel like a less honest game would be like, use A to hit the paddle lightly. Use B to hit it really hard. You can freeze the ball on the paddle if you press Y right when the ball collides with the paddle. Instead, like, that's not how it works on the playground, bro. On the playground, you got a tennis ball and you got a wall. Figure it out. Oh, what if I do like a cheeky little drop shot? What if I put backward spin on it so when it hits the wall, it comes back faster than it actually went to the wall? It's not how it works, man. I'm edging you? Oh, fuck. Wait, the edging worked? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Well... Jesus Christ. Okay, hang on. No, too hot! Hot water bird baby! Okay, one more. Well, you know what?
Did you mean to do that?
Checkpoint.
Bold strategy.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Alright, that's... okay, don't call it rage quit. Don't call it rage quit. You see what the hell is out, man. Can we talk about these nasty-ass emails Wikipedia sends you? Tell me why I got an email from Lisa at Wikipedia. Subject line, you deserve an explanation. The fuck are you sending me this boomer-coded email for? It's like getting a text from my aunt. You deserve an explanation? Please don't skip this 1 minute read. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's Monday, October 6th, and I wanted to follow up since I've emailed you recently. Thanks, MailChimp. You became a Wikipedia supporter in 2021. Damn, okay, wait, I've been slapping. Wait, this is not right, though. I have not donated once. It says, thank you, you've donated once. No, I've donated. I donated another time in like 2013. Damn, you spent that money. You spent that 104 Canadian dollars I gave you 4 years ago already? What the hell? I kind of thought that was like, it was a one-time deal because you were like, I really need money. And I was like, okay, just this once. Here you are again 4 years later. 4 years later, you're going like, oh, I need money again? I'm 6'4". Okay, but like, here's the thing. 6'2" is like the ideal height. No matter what you are as a human being, if you're 6'2", you make it look good. But 6'4" is starting to get to the point where I have to ask you, are you like hot tall or weird tall? Because you can get there. And the percentages, the likelihood changes the higher up you get past 6'2". Weird tall? That's sick though. That's kind of sick. Hot tall is such a North American thing. In EU, being tall is just good, but not a free win. Okay, get a bigger fridge, then call me back, young pup. As Daedalus, place a spike trap on the trap slot. Yeah, man. I can do that. I can be Daedalus and grab a spike trap and place it on the trap spot. Traps can be placed here. I'll do that. I'll do it if you could just tell me what button to press, because that button is not, it's circle, it's triangle, it's square, it's right trigger, it's A. Guys, traps can be placed, I can't do it, I can't do it. I can't beat the game, I can't even get through the tutorial. Oh, there we go, okay. I think this might be keyboard and mouse type game, not a controller game from what I can glean here. Modify walls to lead the enemy into the trap. Okay. Build maze. I thought the Minotaur was the enemy. That's my bad, y'all. Can we undo that one? I'll brick you up right here. It's now blocked. My bad. I'll undo that. Reset all. Walls aren't... Guys, I think I bricked the tutorial. That's so sad. I've been playing pinball for 2.5 hours. Right click, left click. Okay. You can destroy walls. Yeah. Oh, well, it's that simple then. One here. One here. One here, and then delete this wall. And then delete this wall. Now it's a straight shot, bro. Now it's a straight shot. How can I get him to walk on the spike trap, though? Delete this wall. Funnel, yeah! Okay. Why the hell my Minotaur not hanging out at the forge, man? My Minotaur has abandoned the forge of Hephaestus. I feel like a luring trap raid at the start. It's pretty solid. Might hit multiple enemies, I don't know. And then go to the shop and purchase Reflector. Reflects projectiles, making them dangerous to enemies. Here's what I'm thinking. Delete this wall. Minotaur, move here. Enter the shop, purchase a reflector trap. Place the reflector trap here. And then brick this up so that they're forced to come down this way. And the reflector trap will deflect their arrows back into them. Okay, break the wrist walk away. Well, that worked. Get out of there, bro! Surprise. Mogged, did you see that? Holy. Get kited, exactly. And we leveled up again. I'm having like whiplash from the last game being impossible and then this game being so trivial. And I don't think I'm really that good at mazes, but... I'm like, wait, is this what most games are like? Most games you just beat the level the first time you play it? Is that right? That's good. Oh, Whiplash is good. Okay, finally we agree on something. It's a movie about the best teacher of all time. For some reason we're supposed to virtue signal and be like, he shouldn't have yelled so much. Okay, whatever you say. Literally, it's about how it's worth not talking to your dad anymore to become like the 8th best jazz drummer in New York State. The hell is this? Jesus Christ. What have I done, man? Shape rotation has entered the chat. Well, like this is like it's linking to something. Can I link it to like a pressure plate? They step on it, I rotate it, and then they're just trapped. They can't go anywhere. That was me watching The Sound of Metal. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to empathize with a successful musician. Okay, that's... I think it's Rage Bay, but that is making me mad. So I think that means you did a good job. What the hell am I doing, man? What? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Nah, man. Nah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one. It's terrible. That's really fucking funny. Damn, dude, the Minotaur almost died. Well, both waves are gonna kill me, so that's not good, in my opinion. Hear me out here? Oh, I thought I could delete the wall. And then just sneak out the back. By the way, you may not know this. I'm not sure if you know this about Canada. And at first you're going to say based, but it leads to a strange situation. Fuck it, I'm not going to rush you. I'm going to... Oh, shit! Oh, shit! The Archer! In Canada, ads for medications aren't allowed to tell you what the medication does. I don't really know what the reason is. I assume they had good intentions. But what that means is that previously, every ad that was on TV for medication would just be a bunch of people that would be like, you know, having fun, throwing a frisbee in the park. Like they used to lean over and then grab their back. Now they lean over to like grab a plate and they're smiling and stuff like that. But the Ozempic ads that are available on TV right now in Canada are actually the most dystopian advertisement that I think in my life I've ever seen. Like a guy driving a car and he comes to like a tunnel that's an O, and then he just sits there and he goes, I should just ask. Maybe I'll ask. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask. And then he drives through the O, and the O goes to the left side of the screen and it goes, Ozempic, ask your doctor. Or the one where it's so midsummer coded, the lady's in the park and she kind of sees something and she goes, huh, maybe I could. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask. And then it turns out it's a tree. It's a tree shaped like an O. How are we not talking about this like this is one of the greatest short horror films of the 2020s? It's a tree that makes you go insane. It's a cognito-hazard tree. Just seeing the tree makes you start talking to yourself and then going, yeah, you know what? You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. It's directed by Ari Aster, man. It's insane. Don't look at the tree that makes you go crazy. Don't look at the tree that turns you into the Joker. Guys, I'm going to level with you. I'm going to slash marker Minos. With all respect, I'm not sure Minos is for me, man. I think I'm just not sure I get it. I'm not sure I get that one. Remember when... This is why I can't get mad at you for being mad at unfair flips. Remember when the new hotness on this website was TCG Shop Simulator and everybody was just opening fake Pokemon cards all stream, every stream? They got the audacity to say, don't flip coins. Okay, buddy. All right, whatever you say. My giant sexy sensei bullies me. Yandere goth BDSM 16. Okay, listen, this is getting too much. Filipino dominatrixes are the best. That's too specific. It's getting way too specific. The horny games on Steam are getting too specific, man. Also, I don't want to tell you like from a business standpoint, okay? But if Yandere Goth BDSM 14, 15, and 16 all come out on the same day, I have to feel like you're eating some of your own sales, okay? I feel like you're eating your own sales. You have to come out with one a month for like 12 months. You can't be dropping 3 on the same day. You're saturating the market. They need to, I was thinking about this when I was peeing about 45 minutes ago. They need to make a food that doesn't get used up when you eat it. I'm eating so much food, man. But then like once you eat it, it's gone. But what about a food that like, I mean, this is gross, but what if there was a food where if you pooped it out and washed it, you could eat it again and still get energy out of it? Is that too far? Corn? Yeah, but what if it was like a chicken finger instead? Daniel, hello, by the way, hello. I'm not beefing with Dad. I'm not beefing with his games. Baby steps in the Mega Bonk. They're calling it perhaps the most quirk chungus docket of all time. Don't say Mega Bonk is not quirk chungus, okay? When you die, it says you dead, D-E-D. That's quirk chungus, okay? This game is not quirk chungus. This game is very like do not open cognito hazard inside, and then it's a picture of like a heffalump going like. If you're gonna do this is very like Mothman cryptid coded maybe. It's a different. It's like spooky quirk chungus. It's a different thing. What you just described is quirk chungus. I mean, I'm not gonna say I've never been quirk chungus in my life. I saw snakes on a plane the Thursday at midnight that it opened, bro. That's as quirk chungus as it gets. In 12th grade, me and my friends custom made shirts that spoiled the new Harry Potter book. Harry Potter is quirk chungus, but spoiling Harry Potter is also quirk chungus. It's a quirk chungus Ouroboros. What did the shirts say? I can't tell you. It'll be a spoiler, man. You might not know who kills Dumbledore yet. Oh no! What have I done? Okay, we gotta get rid of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for sure. Being excited to eat breakfast for dinner. Texting the group chat, guys, guess what I'm having for dinner tonight? Breakfast. You literally fired the first fucking shot and now you can't take it? Breakfast rules? Saying something like breakfast rules, that's quirk chungus. Guys, I did a thing, picture of a bowl of cereal. That might go one step further and no longer be quirk chungus. I'm not quirk chungus. I have some quirk chungus behaviors, but I dodge the quirk chungus typification. I don't even know if that's a word. I didn't press the fucking button. Oh, you're trolling me. Cigarettes are quirk chungus? No, I don't think so. As much as I find it, wouldn't say I hate vaping. I'd say as much as I find it funny, I do think vaping isn't even quirk chungus. Specifically vaping something that tastes like a child's dessert, maybe, is a little quirk chungus. Look at this fucking spin. But if you had like a vape that is flavored like cigarettes, that might be okay. I'm sucking on maple pancakes. Don't let me stop you. Don't let me stop you. I remember how hardcore it felt when Shadow the Hedgehog said, "Where's the damn Chaos Emerald?" as a kid. I was not a Sonic head. I wasn't even really like a Mario head. I was just playing sports games for the most part. And Final Fantasy VII, that was what normies were back then. It was All-Star Baseball 98 into Final Fantasy VII, but I never really got the Shadow the Hedgehog stuff. Even like my daughter's classmates are educating me about Shadow the Hedgehog. I remember we went to a kid's birthday party and one of the kids showed me a plushie and I was like, "Oh, is that Sonic?" And she said, "No, this is Shadow. He's faster." I went, "Oh, damn, okay." I didn't know that. I didn't know Shadow the Hedgehog is faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. That's debatable. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell her that next time I see her. And she's probably gonna say some shit like, what does debatable mean? And I'm gonna be like, that's hard to explain without using words that are bigger than the word that we're trying to explain. My friend has a shirt with Shadow the Hedgehog smoking cigarettes. Literally, and I think that's cool and that's swag, but that's literally one of the most Disneyland coded shirts I think I've ever heard of in my life. That's some shit that people wear to Disneyland. Not Disney World. At Disney World, everybody's wearing a shirt they made themselves that said like, "This shit too damn expensive." Because they're all there on like family vacations and stuff. I have a theory about Florida, and I'll tell you why first I'll tell you where the theory came from, and then I'll tell you what my theory is. The theory came from the fact that yesterday, it was way hotter than it's supposed to be on October the 5th. It was sunny. In the morning it was cold, so I had like a sweater on, And then in the afternoon, it got hot as fuck, but I was like, I'm not going to change because then I got to do more laundry. So I was sitting at home, like getting so hot that, you get hot, I don't know if this is a body hair thing. You sort of feel like there's like pins and needles on your skin. Like before you start sweating, you get the feeling of like almost like being poked in the chest. Not like in your heart, but like your skin is like, hey, this is not good. As soon as I felt that, I went, this is why people in Florida are crazy. It makes sense now. Because it's too fucking hot. And when you get hot, you don't feel good, and you get irritable, and then you start being pissed off with the people around you, and then it's just a big fucking sweat lodge going around of pissed off people, pissing off other people, making other people irritable so they get pissed off, and then it's just everybody's pissing each other off. The heat makes you angry, man. It's the rage virus. I think people were not supposed to live there, man. They weren't supposed to live there. Explain Hawaii? In Hawaii, maybe it's the shirts, man. Maybe the shirts help you out. When are you gonna come to Iowa? Honestly, you probably missed your chance. If I was gonna go to Iowa, it probably would have been to see Caitlin Clark play basketball. But now, I don't know what you got going on there. I don't know what you got going on in Iowa now. You lost Caitlin Clark, bro. She went to the other state. Nobody cares about this starts with an I. Well, one of the two other states nobody cares about that starts with an I. Indiana. What's the other one? Illinois? No, dummy. People care about Illinois. I was talking about Idaho. Guys? It's blueprints, bro. It's blueprints. Red font, red pen, red is lies, red is lies. Is that even real? Why would this be here? Why would they have a perfectly good outlet just sitting here in this decrepit ass, like Nostromo type decor? There's something to this. I don't know, and I'll never know what it is probably, but no, there isn't. There's something to it. Okay, fine. You know what? There he is, man. There he is. It's the first time I've seen it. There he is. Must be a reference to something. Tomato beer. What happened to RuneScape Summer? I lost all confidence in it. Because honestly, and it wasn't that I thought it would suck necessarily. It's that when the words RuneScape entered or exited my mouth, everybody started arguing about it before it even came to pass. And I just went, this shit isn't even worth it, man. RuneScape, more like I'm not 10 anymore and I have taste. See, like this guy, Mana Shield 64. You can't even say, like, maybe it would be fun to play RuneScape without someone who's, like, been addicted to the game and then made it through a 12-step program to quit being like, it's bad. Which is crazy to me, because I've, like, I don't know anything about it except what I've seen Chiblee play, to be honest with you. Huge. Please tell me this is the 15 plus. I mean, the video is 15 plus because YouTube AI can't distinguish whether or not this is a real slot machine or a fake one. It wasn't quite enough. We need more re-triggers if that's gonna work. Your reaction to the slots tells me it's real. Okay, there might be some truth to that. I guess it's not real gambling. Whether or not it's real gambling, it doesn't depend on whether or not there's real money involved. It depends on if it makes you feel like you just fucking won. Were the Butthole Surfers a one-hit wonder? Lad, I think they're a zero-hit wonder. I know them, but I don't think they're a one-hit wonder. I think they're a zero-hit wonder. Pepper is kind of good. Am I insane? Are you talking about a relic or are you talking about the Butthole Surfers song? Pepper went crazy on my alt-rock radio station. Okay, this is a classic NL bit. Pepper, Butthole Surfers. I'm gonna mute the audio for just a second so I can hear. By the way, this is a real bit. Apollo did this with the Coldplay song Yellow. He didn't know the Coldplay song Yellow, man. And I believe him. Let's see, maybe I don't know Pepper. Bro, this is the house theme song. With God as my witness, I don't know if I've ever heard this song before in my life. This is insane. I don't think I know this song. I'm a minute in now. I don't think I've ever heard this. Well, you know what? I'll put it on the Peloton playlist. Was Pepper not popular in Canada? Maybe it's a CanCon victim, a victim of CanCon, because they had to play a little bit of Moist and a little bit of Our Lady Peace, otherwise the CRTC would take their broadcasting license away, so maybe they decided to cut Pepper by the Butthole Surfers and just keep playing Can't Touch This by MC Hammer. I don't know how to read. Guys, we're rich. But I need 666s. Lemon, lemon baby. Holy fuck. Lemon, will you come out tonight? Every once in a while I do wonder, it's like every parent at my daughter's school knows that I stream. I wonder if they ever get bored on their lunch break and they're like, I don't know what he does. Let's see what he's up to. And then they come and see me pulling on a fake slot machine going, cherry, cherry baby, cherry. And then the next day I'm like, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, no, how's it going? Oh, did you see? Yeah, dude, my home sold. I had him in my fantasy league. Still rolled anyway, but like, you know, I'd prefer if he did better. They'll think the stream is the act. That's honestly, that's the realest shit you've ever said. They'll think the stream is the act, and the way I'm at school is the real guy. That's what's so fucked up, man. Does NL know about the good ending? I know that there's wrinkles that I haven't seen. There's no shot they'd end Game of the Year with you just walking out to a bigger slot machine. Game of the Year, that's funny. Do you always laugh when you hear the truth? Like some kind of fucked up Pinocchio clone? Blue Prince Goatee? Okay, that's probably true though. It's literally Silksong. It's literally not. If it's so good, why haven't I played it? Can't pick 3 in Silksong? Wrong. You could pick 3 bugs to fuck. Only hard part for the average Silksong player is narrowing it down to 3. What time is it in America? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I don't live there. 5 to 10? Don't Joey me. That's exactly what you... I still think the judge... Top 10 times... Wait, what were those moments called? The moments in YouTube meme compilations where they would play Snoop Dogg going... Ya-da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G. Snoop Dogg! Thug life moments. Top 10 courtroom thug life moments. What time is it? Said the judge to Joey when they met. 5 to 10, said Joey. Judge said, that's exactly what you get. Da-da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G. Snoop Dogg, motherfucker! Joey got owned by the judge, man. Joey got fucking owned by the judge. They need to invent a woke car that has a horn that you can honk in solidarity with striking workers. Because I drive by like BC liquor stores and I see all the BCGEU employees out there, but I don't want to honk because I'm worried that if I honk, they're gonna jump in front of my car and then be like, get this guy out of here, and then keep fucking like kill me or something. He honked at us. Honking solidarity. They need a woke car with the pro-union honk. You keep talking about getting killed by a mob. It's literally like my worst nightmare. I'm not even, like, I feel uncomfortable saying it, not because I think you're gonna do it, but just because I'm pulling back the veil and revealing something like a deeply held, whether rational or not, a deeply held fear. Like, I think it's like Lord of the Flies. Because I'm very, like, piggy-coded, especially when I was younger. I think, like, my biggest nightmare is that like the mob mentality sets in a crowd and then they go, let's kill this guy, he talks like a nerd, and I'm like, guys, we're all here, we were just watching the Canucks game, we were just here watching they lost, it's game 7, they lost, what'd you expect? This is like the 3rd fucking time it's happened, but like, we don't need to just kill me just because I got glasses on or something. I think like maybe not the average person, but I think a lot of people are just waiting for like some kind of a reason to tap into their animal like brutality sometimes. And I think I would be like a good target. What's fucked up is that there's only one defense. Before shit kicked off, I would have to be the guy that finds a weaker guy. And I would have to say, let's all kill this guy instead. Because once they pick you to be killed, your only hope is to escape. You're not gonna misdirect and be like, what about that guy? They'll be like, no, look, he's evil too. He's trying to get out of it. He's trying to get us to kill that guy. The only way is you gotta shoot first. You gotta be like, we're all angry, let's kill this guy. Like, I think I mean, there's worse ways to die than the guillotine. That's obvious. But I still think it'd be fucked up. I think about like, okay, listen, I'm not trying to steal valor, but I'm imagining myself like in Salem in the 18th century or whatever, and I'm being burned alive because I've been accused of being a witch. And I'm up there going, oh my God, you are all literally so fucking stupid. There are no witches, A, and B, you're saying like, look, you're cheering for me to fucking die. And you're mad, now you're cheering harder. You're like, yeah, kill him because I'm smarter than you and I'm demonstrating that I'm smarter than you. You're so proud of your ignorance that you're even angry at me now for rightfully calling you stupid. And the more I say this shit, the more they're like, kill him, just kill him, he's a witch. I would be, that's the kind of shit that, and it's a bit of a contradiction, okay? It's a bit of a paradox. That's the kind of shit that makes me believe in ghosts. Not witches, but ghosts. Because if I died with that much anger in my heart at the moment of death, there's no shot your spirit is going up or down. It's staying right there until it resolves that. And that could take centuries. I would become a yokai, I think. I think I would. What would your parameters be for finding a different target? I'd probably just look for the first dude I saw with Invisalign, to be honest. Chibli, are you still here? As soon as I felt like the pot was about to boil over, I'd be looking for a dude who's like, I can't, he's got a shirt on that says like, I can't eat sticky foods. Please give me 5 minutes notice before you serve sticky foods. It's not, I mean, like, I'm not saying you're evil for it. I'm saying literally, it's not rational, but it's you or me, man. I choose me. I'm sorry. I'm woke. But I choose me. If it's you or me, I'm choosing me. Any Styx on the playlist? Gen Alpha Classic Rock Enjoyer be like, Styx, maybe Zevon. You said you were an actress. You know what I'm talking about? Your French inhaler type shit. Till I drank up all the money. I forget what he says. Something about the phonies in that Hollywood bar or whatever. I'm literally not reusing the joke from the title. It's called a title drop. 4.5 hours into the stream, we did a title drop. If this was Borderlands 4, you'd be coming in your jeans right now. With you on the meat strokes and me on the bang bus, there's advantages to both. I can say it, it's already, the video's getting age-gated anyway because there's a fake slot machine in it. I can say whatever I want now. You think I can't get, you're just gonna embolden me to get even more fucking vile now that the videos can't be seen by minors, bro. I'm gonna start saying some fucked up shit. I'm gonna grow a skullet with a ponytail, and I'm gonna wear a tight fucking black shirt, and I'm gonna start smoking cigarettes and telling jokes that speak truth to power, bro. I'm gonna start playing the Riyadh Comedy Festival. You guys are in trouble. You guys are fucked up. Okay, you know what's irritating? Whenever a comedian does anything bad, and then everyone just starts talking about George Carlin again. I'm sorry, we gotta... I like George Carlin. I watched his stuff when he was still alive. I'm just sick of every time Louis C.K. goes and plays the Riyadh Comedy Festival, and now I gotta see a bunch of Pajiba commenters talking about how George Carlin would never. That was like 30 years ago, man. Can we... He's become a symbol. He's become a comedy martyr, man. He had some great stuff. He had some bad stuff. I'm not saying he would have played the Riyadh Comedy Festival. He did owe a lot of back taxes, though. But like we'll never know. We'll never know. Hate wedding DJs that do dance numbers back to back. You go into a lot of weddings. I think your cousin posting. You're posting like one of those guys who has like 15 cousins. I'm not, I mean, I have cousins, but like they listen, I know it sounds like I'm like dog whistling for the fact that they haven't done well in life. They've done very well in life. They do just happen to live in the town where we grew up. So all of them live out there and all of me lives out here. So I only see them like maybe once every 3 or 4 years. We're not really on like wedding terms, I guess. My uncle got remarried. Like, wow, does the first time mean anything to you? Guy who's anti-remarriage? What is this bit? Guy who's anti-remarriage? I think we have a fundamental misunderstanding here. Or at least, let's not call it a misunderstanding. Let's call it a disagreement. You think it's a hassle to go to somebody's wedding and you're doing them a favor by showing up. I actually look at it as like, being invited to someone's wedding is awesome because I already own a suit. So I just put on a suit and then they give me dinner. But you pay? You give them a fucking Breville toaster or something like that. Costs more than the dinner. Yeah, but you also get to go to your friend's wedding and, like, you know, maintain a relationship with the people in your life who you love or whatever. I guess it's hard because this is why, like, if you're a Magic the Gathering player, you probably don't have to worry about it. But yeah, if you evaluate it exclusively through like an EV standpoint, oh, I could be streaming instead of going to your wedding or some shit like that, I guess. But my brother's wedding had steak, sushi, and pyrotechnics. Thank you. Because that is quirk chungus. And we've been letting the quirk chungus stay dormant for like 45 minutes, knowing eventually we could bring it back and it would be a huge hit. And that was it, man. Quirk chungus is back. I need a fucking big roll here, bro. I need $150 million right now. That's $12 million. Double it. We're fucked. Bro, my drawers are full. Ah! I don't know what that was. Oh, shit. Dude, speaking of crows, I was laughing. This, like, so, okay, on Monday, sorry, this is Dad posting. Monday to Friday, I gotta leave the house by around 8 to get my kid to school on time, okay? She wakes up around 7:40 on the weekdays. So the morning is like a mad dash in order to make it work. But it works. Because I'm running this shit like the Navy. We're going no days off, no days late, right? On the weekends, she wakes up at like 7. So on Saturday, I think it was Saturday, she woke up at 7 and she came downstairs and she was like, I slept extra long today because I loved my dream. And I was like, you did not sleep extra long today. You actually woke up like 40 minutes earlier than usual. Then I went upstairs, got her breakfast, and I said, Daddy's just got to use the shower, okay? I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Then I'm in the shower. I hear, Daddy, 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 Daddy. And I just like get out of the shower, grab the towel, like dry off as fast as I can, wrap it around me. And I go, what? And she's on the stairs looking at me. She goes, Crowy's not afraid to cross the street anymore. And I said, what? Chloe? And then she said, Crowy. And I went, oh my God. Oh, that's nice, honey. That's nice. Go upstairs. I'll be right there. She was telling me that there was a bird outside. And I guess it used to be afraid to cross the street. Also, her birthday was last Sunday, like not yesterday, but 8 days ago. Sunday morning, I was like, what do you want to do today? She said, have my birthday party. I said, good one. Ooh, good one. Can we have a conversation, by the way? Apollo, I'm putting you on notice. Start the clip right here. Be me. Put my friend Apollo's stream on, because it says that the game is deadlock. Come back 3 minutes later, sit down in my chair, get Bandle spoiled for me, because it's not deadlock when you do the dulls. You put yourself in the category of the game that you're going to play when you finish the dulls? That hardly seems fair, man. You got to put yourself in just chatting for the dulls. You got to put yourself in just chatting. You can't put yourself in the deadlock category and then do the dulls. You put yourself in Artifact and then you watch High School Musical. He doesn't get it, man. He doesn't get it. Hi, ride boy. Gave my mama the skip. Give me one more. 2002. It has a very Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like they're definitely upstrumming the bass. kind of flubbed the snare drum on that one. Embarrassing. Let's be honest, I need more. It's from 8th grade. 8th grade. Could be like Avril Lavigne. Never let you go if I am at home. Never let you go if I wanna go. And there she goes. I need a little more. It's... Wait. Because you fall and you crawl and you take and you break what you get and you turn it into... It fucking was Avril Lavigne, bro. The pride of Greater Napanee. The pride of Greater Napanee. Didn't you see her live before she blew up? She didn't blow up. She's fine. But I saw her live a few times before she got famous because she played like the folk festivals in Napanee. But it wasn't like, I mean, we all kind of knew, we were like, she's a really good singer and there's a good chance that she'll be famous one day. But it wasn't like we got an early preview of her singing Complicated. She was singing like Simon and Garfunkel songs and like Leanne Rimes shit and stuff like that. It wasn't like after she sang some Shania Twain songs, she busted out a notebook and was like, check this out. 5 years from now, she sits at home, feeding the baby, she's all alone. She turns on TV, what does she see? Skater boy rocking on the crank, they do the power chord, skater boy rocking on MTV. She did this kind of shit like they had just played like, you know, Scarborough Fair. She turns her back to the audience and says to the band, play it fucking loud. Judas! I don't believe you. Why you gotta go and make things so complicated? Whoa. Just wanted you to know I'm watching the last Clover Pit VOD and making myself watch the movies you mentioned. This is 40 and Frost Nixon so far. Didn't really like them, but you can't have the sweet without the sour. Bro, okay. Listen, if I'd known you were doing that, I would have told you do not have to watch This is 40. That's crazy. Have you even seen Knocked Up? Like, watching This is 40 at all is crazy. Watching it without having seen Knocked Up is psychotic. Like, why would you even care about the characters to begin with? No, I haven't. That's madness. Well, now you got to watch Knocked Up. Now you got to see Knocked Up. And then you got to go back and watch This is 40. Otherwise, you didn't really get the experience from it. But you didn't really like Frost Nixon? When Richard Nixon is fucking blackout drunk and he calls Frost and he's like, I won the beef. I won the beef, Frost. You got beat by the best. And then Frost is like, yeah, whatever, dude. And then the next day, Nixon's like, did I call you? Did I fucking drunk dial you last night, bro? Be fucking for real with me. Did I drunk dial you last night? And he knows that he's on the back foot then. Literally, let me put it this way. Nixon mogged Frost. He would have won the series in a sweep if he wasn't hungover. That's all I'm saying. If he wasn't hungover and he wasn't old and a criminal, he would have fucking won the beef for sure. Frost is lucky that Nixon was not only a criminal, but also an evil alcoholic, or he would have been in a lot of trouble. Great movie, though. Great. You're right. I didn't watch the movie. He says, I am not a crook. I'm not a crook. Sorry, I think I had it confused. I seem to be confused. You talking about the guy who was not a crook? By the way, I was beefing with Justin because I said Justin looked like a young Marcel Dion, and he looked at a picture of a very handsome man who's like 5th overall all time in NHL scoring, and then said, fuck you, you look like Ed Norton from American History X. That was a crazy comeback, okay? But then someone in his chat said, hey, Justin, have you seen Green Room? And I said, seen it, buddy, he's in it. There's a big guy named Justin in the movie that's just like Justin. And then he said, whoa, fuck you. That Justin's nothing like me. I got him back a little bit. That one had just been sitting in there waiting for somebody to go, have you seen Green Room? And also, I'm not beefing with Justin because he said he likes the idea of Hades too, but there's just too much talking. And I said, finally, I'm not the first person. I was laughing because, again, like we don't get American ads when we watch football. We get Canadian ads. And depending on the channel you watch, you might get ads for like Willowbrook Chrysler in like Port Coquitlam, British Columbia. Like it's not always national chains. Sometimes it's just like a dude who's running like an auto shop or something. And they did what? It was like an old guy who was like trying to buy a car, and his daughter was helping him buy a car, and then he saw a Nissan that he liked, and they did like an AI shop where he, who was like an 80-year-old Japanese guy, becomes an AI 16-year-old Japanese guy, as if seeing that car pulled him back into like when he got his driver's license and the magic of, but it was all like Vaseline coated and like his hair was going like up and down and stuff like that. I was like, oh man, this is good stuff. No, man, they think they're fresh sliced pizza. Oh, what a fucking shot. He did, he got ratatouille'd, and you're laughing. Fuck. I really thought that I was on to something. King of Floors ad? I like the King of Floors guy. That's why this AI shit in the local commercials is pissing me off. Oh, but how much would we have to pay to get Industrial Light and Magic to CGI this old guy into being a young guy? Bro, just put like a normal looking dude in a crown and go, I'm the King of Floors! Look at my floors! Look at my floors! King of Floors! Like, you don't need that. You don't need to get all technical with it. Okay, but what is that shirt? We have to talk, guys, let's all have a sit-down conversation here for a second. We can't be asking middle-aged men to explain a flannel shirt. It's just a normal shirt. The shirt's not making a statement. It's just, I don't know what to tell you. It's just a shirt. Free yourself from the shackles of I'm not saying you dress badly. I'm just saying, what do you wear? What do you wear that a flannel shirt is worth remarking upon? I don't know what you could possibly, just a white shirt, blue jeans every day? I stopped myself from saying it has to be the lime green Triforce shirt with the khaki shorts. It's because it looks good. That is true. If you got that shit on, ladies will be like, whoa, nice outfit. Guys will always be like, why the fuck are you wearing that? They're always saying some shit like that. It's true. I'm putting hey men, fuck you. Yay! Hey men, it's time to talk less and listen more. Who. We're doing it. We're saying what everybody's thinking, man. Whoa. My friend who works at a cafe in Kits saw you this weekend. Did you try any of the pastries? We walked out because my daughter couldn't find anything that she liked. The cafe was too cool. To have things that a 5-year-old wanted to eat. And I'm saying that sincerely. Yeah, it's super popular. It was really busy. That's crazy too. Your friend saw us because my daughter was wearing a hanbok and my wife was wearing a hanbok because it was Chuseok this weekend. And then she said, do you want to wear your hanbok? And I said, I'm not wearing a hanbok. There's shooters out there. Someone might see me and be like, check it out, white boy in the hanbok. And I said, no shot. And I was right. I was completely right. Meet NL and he's wearing the hanbok. That place looked good though. But now unfortunately I can never go back because I'll be looking at everybody going, which one is the chatter's friend? Which one of you is the chatter's friend? Now that was the first time I'd ever been there. I didn't get to have anything and I can't go back now. I know exactly the place. I know exactly the place you're talking about. I don't know why now I'm talking like Trump. Maybe get none coffees, maybe get none. Left and unfinished. One is a deletion indicator telling us to remove fodder from the other fodder. Okay, so PY is going to stick around because we're deleting the letters from bashful that are in plushie, or the letters from plushie that are in bashful. The other tells us which part of some fodder to keep. T-O Pluto. Fuck you. Fuck you, 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 fuck you. All right, I'll send you over to my live stream. Pierogies for lunch! Yes! That's huge. My mom gave my air fryer back. I can have pierogies for lunch. Yay! Later, y'all. Guys, new tech. I can't. Sorry, this. I shouldn't have phrased it like this because now it's a bit. But I can't click the raid stream button because someone gifted some subscriptions. So Sid Quatrine, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. I'm being sincere. Nobody else do it. I'm just gonna click the stop streaming button. Okay, I'm out of here. Thank you, Sid Quatrine. Thank you. I'm out. Ah! I was almost gone. I was almost free. I can't get, well, you know, I'm sure, because this website is well made, I'm sure in the background the raid is still timing. So eventually my chat's just going to get yoinked, and then I'm going to click the stop streaming button. Eventually the chat's just going to get yoinked. I'm getting, okay, goodbye. Thank you, goodbye. Let me try it again. First things first, I'm the realist. Drop the bass, make the whole place feel this. And I'm still in the murder business. I can hold you down like I'm teaching lessons in physics. You should water bad like me. Something like me. Cup of ace, cup of goose, cup of Chris, cup of doop with a tuppa on my wrist. I'm in love with you, and I don't wanna take drugs with you anymore. Cause this is a metaphor for the hypocrisy, androgyny, misogyny of the policies of Donald Trump. Let's do a bump of cocaine. You drive me insane, but I'm giving it up again. I'm done with the heroin. Hey girl, let's fly from England to Paris, cause I'm really in love with you. You know what I'm talking about?